My partner and I were out having a nice intimate dinner a few evenings ago in a quiet restaurant. Sitting next to us were a couple of attractive women, one of whom was celebrating her 40th birthday, as yet still single. Honestly, we couldn't help overhearing the conversation as the birthday gal animatedly went on about how so many of the men she's dated have all turned out to be, well, jerks. And that she's given up on the whole idea of even finding a man and is now going to focus fully on her business. Then, and I swear this happened, about 2 minutes later, with a sly look, she tells her friend about a conference she's going to, and maybe there she just might, sort of bump into the one. As my partner and I exchanged glances upon hearing this, I knew we were both thinking the same thing. God help her if she ever does. Now, the threaded mythos of the one is firmly weaved throughout the fabric of our culture. It is blatantly present in nearly every romantic fairy tale, with Cinderella being the poster child, all by itself causing the dreamy look in so many young girls who grow up with the same look and longing in their adult eyes. Then there's the new age searching for one's soulmate, the one and only one you've shared countless lifetimes together, without which this one truly sucks. Now, I don't know about you, but something just doesn't add up here. If I've lived countless lifetimes, then surely I've been with countless others who, by definition, are all my soulmates, which begs the question, who is the one in this scenario? Now, I believe underlying all of this is our cultural and genetic wiring designed primarily for propagation of the species. As the gender that bears and nurtures children, women in particular, now I'm speaking anthropologically, tend to have very strong urges to find a dependable provider and father for the brood. Stability is crucial for the progeny to maximize their chance of surviving long enough to repeat the process, and so on. And this is where our highly educated, rational, and civilized minds collapse the notion of relationship stability with finding the one, whether in fact children are desired or not. This is a primal, ancient drive that, if one is unconscious to, leads to heartbreak or worse every single time. It is also the force that causes many women to see potential princes with every sincere, warm, charming smile. And if the heart beats a little faster with this first look, all the better. After all, it was meant to be. Now, the subtext of this mythos is that once you find the one, your problems are over. Because they are such a perfect fit, you really don't have to work at it. And that is the real source of the problems that always ensue with this foolish pursuit. By definition, you abrogate your responsibility to work on your relationship because being with the one means you never have to. Now, I don't know about other lifetimes, but in this one, I can state unequivocally that this thinking is pure and utter garbage. I don't care how well matched or perfect you are for each other. It takes constant work and vigilance to keep a relationship growing and fulfilling. And not doing so means you will be disappointed or heartbroken. And the crash is all the more devastating when you fall from such high hopes and expectations that are concomitant with finding the one. Now, the point is this: forget about finding the one and focus instead on finding and being the best match you can. And this, my friend, takes some work, starting with identifying and being very clear about all the qualities you want and don't want in a mate. And just as importantly, why this person would be attracted to you. Then, go about your life and live it fully. Some he or she that sufficiently meets those criteria will eventually make themselves known to you. Trust me, there are literally thousands, if not many more, potential matches in this world just for you. And I say this having a relationship with a woman who is as close to perfect for me as I can imagine. And yes, I did the work first. Yet I also know if our relationship were to end, she and I would likely find another near-perfect match at some point. This confidence is based upon the fact we both continue to do the work. Just know this: looking for the one is a perilous quest at best, and God help you if you actually do find him or her under the delusion that then and only then will everything be okay.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Extraordinary Intimacy with Michael J. Russell. For all speaking, media interviews, and workshop inquiries, go to michaelrusselllive.com. For private intimacy coaching, send an email to coaching@michaelrusselllive.com.